Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I will be checking out the third single from Heavensgate. It is called Ginsick. This band is new. This is their third song ever. They have an upcoming EP, which is called And All I Loved Alone, which is the title of an Edgar Allan Poe poem, which I find interesting. I'm keen to get all of the lyrical content of this, but anyway, on the production end, there are a lot of people involved in this. Eric Bickerstaff from Load. There are members of Elysian, Daybreak, Body Prison, mixed and mastered by Buster Odholm. So a lot of names on this. I don't think I've ever heard a track where I've seen mixed and mastered by Buster that hasn't then gone into the playlist for me. So very promising. The first two tracks are outstanding. I'm very much looking forward to this EP. So Josh Ang is in this project. He is a studio member. He was the brain behind Dealer before everything happened with them. David, who also was in Dealer, is like an official member of Heavensgate. So some known names in here. They are doing their own thing. It's a much different sound than I had expected in the first two tracks, but I am ready to check this one out. So I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Blasting off right away. That drop, that's gonna live right here.
Yep.
Persistent blasting. Yeah, I love that. Exploded right into that vocal. Heavensgate, Ginsick. Let's discuss. This EP is going properly on my radar for this year. I think it's probably at this point the one that's looking most likely that I'm aware of to take that #1 spot as of right now. It's got, I don't even really know where to start with this one. I really dug right off the bat blast beats. The use of them being, like I mentioned, a lot of times it's pretty predictable, like the length of time you're gonna get it, but it was, like I said, like consistent. Having that break in the middle before the singing comes in, where it's like, I don't want to be like, no pun intended really, but like almost that angelic or like heavenly sounding contrast compared to the rest of the song. The drop that I had mentioned, and then the second drop too, that was a little bit different than that first one, but in the same part. I love that. You have the, I suppose the best way to kind of play off, or not play off, but continue that thought would be with the singing. I loved that they didn't just make it like, okay, we're gonna add some singing here and then go back into it. Was more then layered with screams and just kind of drove more of the point of the song, I think, which is pretty easy to gather to what the meaning behind the song. It's very powerful, I think, in the expression of what they're talking about with addiction and stuff like that. It's very well done. And you also just have that, like it has this, when I said Buster was on the track, knowing Josh Ang is a studio member, knowing that David's in the band as well, I think that combination was already really promising, but it still is coming out in a way that's its own sound, something completely different, and I'm really feeling it. Lyrically, a very sad song. It sounds quite pissed, which I guess those emotions really do go hand in hand, but when something has that like aggressive sound to it, but deeper in the lyrics as I start to learn them, it's got a hard-hitting message like this. I tend to love it even more as time goes on and sort of become more connected to the track. So I love this on first listen, but I feel like with more time it may be even more so as I get more familiar with the lyrics and things like that. When it comes to, I'm still learning I don't play guitar, so I'm doing a lot of studying on like music theory and watching different videos for how to do stuff on the guitar, even though I'm never gonna really try to do it. I am learning the drums, and that's sort of, I have a habit of trying to learn too many things at once. So instead of doing all of it, I've just sort of been focusing on the drums, but learning more. Like, for whatever reason, it took me up until this year to really understand what pinch harmonics are. So that's just an example of like me not knowing guitar terminology super well. When it comes to highly technical talk and stuff like that, I'm just not there, and I probably won't be for a while, though I am learning. But with this, I felt like, though there were a few moments where I was like, oh wow, we are making sounds with that guitar, it was not as kind of in your face as going into this project, and knowing who was involved, I did expect like a little bit of in your face, but it's very, like, the sound is almost, I don't know, not even just talking about the guitar work and stuff, their sound is very refined, because these are musicians who are experienced in not only being musicians, but in this scene as well. They have projects that have done exceptionally well. Josh also doing Pincer Plus, and that I've saved one track for a video that I still have not listened to, so hopefully eventually I'll do that. But being able to hear it in different contexts like this, like the sound of Heavensgate is not what I had been really expecting it to be. I guess that's not fair, though. You can't really hear a project before you've ever heard it. At this point, I suppose I'm just rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and cut myself off. But I think this will be my favorite of the songs. It's hard to say. I think I'll need more time, and once the EP comes out, I'll be doing a video for that, so maybe I'll have a better idea at that point. But for right now, I'm just going to put all of them on the playlist and keep listening. Let me know what you thought in the comments, which of the songs is your favorite. I do think Ginsick is mine for many reasons, but I do feel the mood of the song, the expression that's there, the lyrical content of it, and the fact that it's just a great sounding song to me, that's gonna make it my favorite for right now. So I'll link the video that I used in this reaction and all of Heavensgate's social media in the description of this video. You'll also be able to find my Linktree, which will have the Patreon, which I've rolled out recently. I've had a lot of fun working on the content for that, and thank you so much to everybody who has joined so far. I've got some more stuff coming in the next few weeks that I'm very excited to continue working on. You can find the invite for the Discord server there as well. The Discord server is where the community for my YouTube channel is based. We have a lot of really wonderful people in there, music-related conversation unrelated to music, just kind of a lot going on. So if you're interested in coming and join, check out the community. That will be there. In that link tree, you can find any link that you may need related to my channel, Instagram, Last.fm, all that stuff. So that will be there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.